That's how I feel when my students throw up their rhythms in their lessons. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what that means and why it's so important to not do it. My name is Josh Gu, and I'm taking my years of experience learning, teaching, and performing, and sharing all of my best clarinet and music tips so you can get more out of your practice, and most importantly, have fun. You can learn more about all of my many resources at quickstartclarinet.com, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell to get notified when I post new videos. When it comes to rhythm, no matter the style of music, I think one of the most important things to understand and to make sure that you're kind of showing to the audience and the listener is the relationship between the upbeats and the downbeats. And what I mean by upbeats and downbeats are the notes that would happen sort of on the click of the metronome, or another way to think about it is if you were dancing to the music, the downbeats would be sort of where the steps are happening. One of the most classic simple dances to get the idea of this is kind of a waltz where you have that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're kind of going step, 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 step. And yes, beat 1 has a bigger step than beats 2 and 3, but you still step on 1, 2, 3. The metronome clicks on 1, 2, 3. Those are the downbeats. The upbeats are everything that happens between that. The ands, the e-andas, whatever rhythms are happening in between are the upbeats. Now this becomes really important because music should have kind of a natural flow to it, and it should more or less follow the laws of physics. One of my favorite things to do for teaching rhythm is to take a ball, and you can actually do this exercise as well, throw the ball up and catch it. And feel that feeling of the ball goes up, the ball goes down, we obey the laws of physics, gravity is working the way it's supposed to work, and we can catch the ball very predictably because we see it going up, and then we see it coming down, and it arrives at the downbeat. So with our kind of waltzing example, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we have that downbeat, upbeat relationship. But what happens so often in my lessons that just really drives me crazy and is something that I'm continuously telling my students about is they do something like this. Isn't that kind of unsettling? What happened? I threw the ball up and it never came down. The rhythm got thrown up and it didn't arrive at the next downbeat. And that's what I mean about throwing up your rhythms, is you throw it up and then it doesn't happen. You can hear this in music. We'll take one of the classic examples, Rose 32, number 1. Just looking at this measure, I'm gonna practice it a beat at a time because it seems logical to practice a beat at a time, and my teacher says practice just one beat at a time and really get it. So I'll do that. Doesn't that sound terrible? It's just like when I threw up the ball and it never came down. The rhythm got thrown up and didn't make it to a downbeat. So the much better thing to do is always go to a downbeat. Even when I say practice one beat or just play that one beat, I almost 99% of the time mean play from that beat going to the next downbeat so that we throw the ball up and catch it. Very, 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 very rarely the note groupings will be in such a way that maybe the landing point is actually technically on an upbeat in the measure. Again, very, very rarely, so that should almost never happen. It should be a very special occasion when you see that happens. And in that case, you can stop where the music actually lands. But most of the time, it's going to be on the next beat, and you can hear how much better that sounds to throw the rhythm up and catch the rhythm on the downbeat, like this. That's much more secure and makes much more sense. I'll do it with beats 1 and 2 as well. Even in bigger chunks, it also makes sense to always be landing at a downbeat and leading to a downbeat. If I play those first 2 beats, just the first 2 beats, and throw the rhythm up, it sounds like this. Where's the resolution? I don't know. But if I resolve it, now we've landed somewhere. Now it sounds like music. Now it's a logical rhythmic grouping, musical grouping, and things feel great. So this is just a sort of quick PSA. Don't throw up your rhythms. Always find the next downbeat, find the next landing point, make sure that the upbeat goes to the downbeat. And you can do this in all of your playing all over the place. Be looking at, okay, I'm playing this beat, the upbeat's happening and it's leading to this next downbeat. And then the upbeat happens and it leads to this next downbeat. And then the upbeat happens and it leads to this next downbeat. And that's where musical flow comes from. That's the foundation of all good musicality and phrasing. That's the foundation to playing with direction and intention and musicality that's really engaging for the listener. So every upbeat goes to a downbeat. You want to catch or land the music, not throw it up at the audience. So hopefully that's a great visual reminder of this so that you are always landing and not throwing up. I hope that this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you in another one. And last but not least, a huge heartfelt thank you to the Dennersons. This is like the Quick Start Clarinet family who supports the channel and helps to make everything that I do possible. If you would like to support the channel and get some awesome rewards in return where we can work one-on-one over video and you can have my full support moving forward on your clarinet journey, then go to quickstartclarinet.com/supporter.